change, they call my name and beckon come, just like a moth to
Okay, a friend of mine pointed out to me I was being negligent in getting back to the video on making this alcohol stove, the one that I've switched to using. Let me show you what we've got set here. Just a few things. Any kind of a tape measure, it doesn't do much. Okay, my can, in this case I'm using a narrower can because that's what I like. I used one just like it when I shot the video before showing how to cut the end out, so we're going to use another one. A little bit of tape, we don't need much. A single pin, push pin or nail or anything. Got a permanent marker, P38 can opener, a pair of kitchen shears, and just a piece of scrap paper. This is some junk mail that I'm recycling for this. So first, let me grab my recycled paper, and using my shears, we're just going to quickly cut a strip. The next thing I'm going to do is get my can. So I'm going to take my paper, wrap it around the can. At that point where the two overlap, I'm going to take my marker and place a small dot. And I can find that little dot that I made. I'm going to cut right there. This piece is scrap. So anyway, after I set that aside, I'll take my can and wrap around to make sure. I'm going to make sure that my ends of my tape meet up, and they do. When that happens, we're going to take the tape, or the strip of paper we cut, fold it till the ends are totally touching, and bring it down. Now I folded it in half. I'm going to take this one, folding it into the center, and pull it out. Do the other one the same way. Now we have quarters. Now I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold this one in to the center, get it right in that tight pocket, and I'll fold it. We're not going to be absolutely perfect this way, but we'll be very close. Okay, now what I've got is paper with a series of visible lines that mark it into 8 equal segments. So I just want to take and I'm going to dot this here, and I'm just going to put a dot on each . Alright, let me take my tape measure. From some experience done by Hiram, if you ever look at the Hiram Cook channel, or Mr. Hiram Cooks, the 1 inch seems to be a magic number for this stuff. So here's a 1 inch marker. I'm going to measure from this rim, not the bump here, the part down. I'm going to measure 1 inch down from that. Now this much I need to keep out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my tape here, my paper. Join these together, put that tape, and then I want to set this so that I've got an edge here. Is where I've got my dots, where we divided this into eighths. I'm going to make a vertical line. Now I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to get one of these vertical dots to line up. Line. And I'm just going to follow that, and we want that. When we do this, that's going to give us 8 burners. Okay. Pretty easy. So at this point, I'm going to show you in here what we want to do. Before I open this can, because I've already done that one, which is a little early, I'm going to take my pin right here, and I'm going to push it in until I have it stuck. Now I have it could be viewed as a burner, but what this actually is a pressure vent hole. Okay, I hope you've seen my video on using a P38 can opener to remove this can lid. Okay, now, and I'm probably going to cut about 1/3 of the way up. I'll explain more in a minute. So these are dollar store kitchen shears. Now what we're doing here is I'm trying to be careful without being too fanatical. Okay, first off, let me say that this is the part that will be really exposed. So I want to take my scissors. I want to cut around that. Until I make it smooth. It may not be absolutely perfect. Believe it or not, it doesn't have to be. Okay. This is very sharp on the edges, alright, so be careful. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to put my fingers inside the can, and I'm going to be careful. I'm going to put the cutting blade edge of my scissors here. Now I'm holding by this handle. This finger's here is just a safety guide, and I'm pushing. As you can see, I've made a dent. I'm going to come over here. Got that mark. I'll put it right on that mark and push. Come to the next one and push. Kind of repetitive, isn't it? But that's what we're doing. We need to do that a total of 8 times. And when we're done, our stove will have that sort of a pattern going. I'm going to look at it and make sure that every one of these has a decent little ridge down. Getting in a hurry. Pretty close. When you look down there, you can see that these things will in out a little bit. I'm going to make one with this one. silly enough, I'm going back and remarking. And that becomes a burner there on the side. I've got my alcohol, so I'm going to put in a bit. I'm going to set the phone down and go. Okay. Okay, so I've got some alcohol in here. Now that's burning. It takes almost no time before the burners ignite. And we'll time this out. Okay, so this has been 3.5 minutes. And we're running a cup and a half, and it's a full roll and boil, and it's been at boil for about 20 seconds now. So, don't let it run out.